So that is the reason I want to import some libraries in this projects, data library. So it will automatically suggest like NumPy, Panda, and some Matplotlib and Seaborn. So this is the data visualization library which I have used. Loading these libraries, I want to use some NLP text libraries like NLP text library. So like NLTK, RE and the string. So these are the library. So again I want to import. So NLTK basically use the string tokenizations to split the data, and I also want to import NLTK dot corpus. And now I want to download some data set like NLTK dot download stop words and NLTK download the wordnet. And like some other things from stemming word like NLTK stemming. So I will discuss one by one what is the stemming and NLTK and the wordnet. Very nice. So now I want to basically load these things. So it will take time to load them successfully. So now I want to perform to extract some data like EDA analysis. So I just want to import some text block. Import the text and some text vectorizations like from Scikit-learn, feature extraction and the count vectorize. And now I just want to count the word like word count and the word cloud. So that is the thing. So I have used one library for the EDA, second for the text and the vector, next is a word or a cloud. And also want to basically use for the feature engineering some libraries, feature engineering like some label encoding, label encoding. So this is the label encoding and no need for the all these things basically. Label encoding this one. And now I want to use some vectorizer. So into the vectorizer, I want to use this. So, and now I want to discuss the resampling. So resampling again, I just want to import some different library, like to sampling the data and like smart. So these are the thing. So the AI is also integrate and want to split this and like from collections and import count and to splitting the data set. We know very well when we are splitting the data set. So we know very well the train test split, split data set. So Scikit-learn model selections, the train test is split. Very nice. So you can see this is the thing, but some little bit changes is there. So text vectorizer. So some spelling mistakes is there. Now you can simply click to there. And you can also simply use the very nice. And at the last of this one, I just want to load some model evaluation libraries like model evaluation. Library. So there are so many libraries are there. So I will discuss all the libraries one by one. So firstly, I want to load the data. So the data set basically I want to load data set. And the Google Colab, we know very well how to load the data set like the from and Google Colab. Whenever you run, you execute this, so it will provide you this particular code. You can click to the simply choose file. So you can see the data set is successfully loaded. So now I want to fetch out the data set, the dfpd.read.csv. So we have the data set name is instrument review and dot head. You can see this is the data, very nice. The review ID, assign, reviewer, name, and the helpful review text. So there are some data. The summary like good, Jack, I does the job well, good. So in this thing basically, so I just perform some data pre-processing like to check out some null value like df dot is null and the sum. You can see some null values are there. And now I want to fill this null value. So df dot review. So we have the data like review text. So in the review text, I want to fill the value. So we have the function name fill now, like value, and in place to. In place to, that is used for the permanent. And similar, I just want to basically again, once we have successfully run it, and now if again you want to calculate like df is null dot sub. So you can see the review text is successfully filled there. So that is the thing. So I just want to concatenate some text basically, some text like into the review text or the summary. So the review text that is and summary. So I just want to fetch out the two column and want to concatenate them. Like concatenate two column. Review text and summary. This column. So when I want to concatenate, so like the data df review, so you can see successfully I have defined the concatenate. Then if I just want to drop the column, so you can see into the review we have the column name and df dot head like review. Very nice. You can see the review we have the no much the exactly. So these are the text basically concatenation text. And now I want to drop all the column this one. So those are not necessary. So review text and the summary. This one. To drop all the column to other like the data set like df. So df dot drop. So we know very well drop is a functions and I want to drop the columns. So you can see I have successfully dropped. Now if you want to run the df dot head, you can see all the things is removed and only the new column is review. So now I want to basically to describe the statistical things like df dot describe. If you want to run this df dot describe, So it will provide the statistical overview, like the overall values. But if you want to provide include all, so it will provide all the things to all the columns, like the reviewer ID, assign, reviewer name. So all the column, like number of value, the unique value, the top, frequency, mean, and the standard deviation, minimum. So that is the advanced things to find out some descriptive analysis. So once we have successfully defined, so now I want to visually define the review into the pie chart. So how we can basically visually define the review? Very nice. So I want to go back to there. So we have the column like the data, and I want to count all the value like overall dot values count. So whenever you basically count the value, so it will count all the value into this. But now you want to visualize, so you can see there are so many values are there. So I just want to use the plot like pie chart, bar chart. So I want to use the pie chart. Very nice. You can see. And if you want to also provide the percentage, so you can use the auto pack. Very nice, very effective. So this is the thing class. So firstly, I have discussed the all the things, and also you want to visualize the label X label and the Y label. So overall rating, and you can just mention the customer rating, customer overall rating. Very nice. So this is the rating, like the 68%, 20%, and this one. So how basically we can justify all the things into there. So again, if you just want to show the column of the overall, you can just input the data, and you can just simply to count how many values are there into the overall. So we have the value into this format. So this is the rating of the customer, like the overall account. So the overall counting, so the customer rating the 6938 42084. So this is a rating of my review. Now if you want to label all the analysis of this, like the 5% that is overall positive, negative, neutral. So I want to label some value. So I want to make them a functions. So labeling the data. So data labeling. So the data labeling, I just want to define the functions like any name label. So I just create from my side and I can pass any other things. This negative, if the values is uh, the particular x. So what is x? So I will define later. So inside this one, if the column name is overall. So if the overall value, what value? This one, less than 3. So the negative. So it is your choice, like the if you want to define the greater than 3, so like positive. So you can see I have successfully designed this. So now I want to create the data set. Firstly, I want to run it, because if you will run, then you can choose the new thing. Now I want to apply these things, such a very nice, like the df, and I want to provide the text name like the sentiment. So this is the column, and I just want to apply the data set, the labeling, this labeling data. I want to apply it to there. Once I have applied into this, so it will take such a huge time. So again, I want to count the value. So what is the value? Like you can just df. So now into the sentimental analysis. Again, I just want to count the value like df and sentimental dot values. So once you will count, so you can see the positive, very nice. Positive is 9022, neutral this one, and the negative this one. So I just want to visualize this data. So the review feedback of the customers to the pie chart, like the plot, and as per the need. Very nice. You can see 88% review is positive, 8% review is neutral, and the 5% review is negative. So that is also the sentimental analysis review. So I just want to change the, so, or you can say that the sentimental based rating. So that is the very effective, very effective. So after this one, I just want to process the text, like text processing. So I want to clean punctuation in the text. So how we can clean some punctuation? So like any punctuation. So punctuation. So I just want to supply the string. So I just want to write all the things into the functions like this. So this is basically used for the lower case. And now I want to use the punctuation and like make transaction. So after the make transaction, so I want to manage all the punctuation, like the string dot punctuation, like the string. So I just want to advancedly the punctuation. So like the space I want to manage, and also I want to remove some numbers from the text. Removing numbers in the text. So after removing the number into the text, like the re dot substitute functions. And what basically I just want to manage the space, the text, and remove some white spaces. And also I want to remove the possible links. So I'm just performing some text processing. Remove possible links from the text. So if I want to again write some logics, so re dot sub. So how you can find out any? So those basically text started from the HTTPS. Then after that any things, like the any after the colon, like the any, like any word, any strings. So that string basically indicate for the like S basically used for the WW and all such things. So this is the regular expression, you can say that. And to deleting the new lines. And also if you want to remove the at the rates and remove the new lines. So the slash n. You can see I have ready the things, and after that I want to return the text. Now I want to run it. You can see I have successfully run it. This logic, this is very effective. So now I want to remove some stop words. So what is the stop? So now I want to again the text processing. Like the text processing again, the stop word I want to remove. So we know very well what is the stop word, the corpus and the NLTK. So these are the thing basically, and set not. So once you have successfully defined this, now I want to ready the functions like def text processing, and I want to supply the text. You can see the above. I successfully apply the text. So also the same similar should be there text and the text, because I want to uh, okay, now it is okay. And also the similar into this one, because all the text into the lower manner, texts are there. So the similar, I just want to supply the text. And now, firstly, I just want to process text. The process text that it will be converted into the list and some lemmatization. And the word lemmatizing. And also I want to basically to remove the token word like token. Tokens equal to word tokenize. So the tokenize of the word again to the similar. So I want to split the data. And once you have split the data, so I have to ready the logic like the firstly to fetch out the one by one value from the tokenize and the stop words. So what is the stop words? So those values I have successfully stored to their stop words. Now the process I want to append all the words one by one and to joining the things. Now the last I want to implement this particular functions and I want to apply this particular functions to my review. Now you can see this is okay, this is good. But now the question is how basically you can apply the functions. So you can see the review. So I want to apply the functions. So apply the functions like the text, the data cleaning and data processing. You can see. Once I have applied all the functions, so I'm just calling all the functions and apply to there. So it will take a time because it is cleaning all the things. So now you can see. So I just want to df dot head. So again, it will clean all the values. So the unstructured text from the data. The polarity we know very well. Refer the sentiment, opinion, convey by word, and the numerical rating called sentimental score. So it will start from -1 to 1 or -100 to 100. Like minus, it is negative, plus neutral, and 1 positive sentiment. So similar, I want to display the data with the help of polarity. Like polarity. So the polarity we know very well -1 negative plus neutral 1 very positive. So I just want to use the polarity. So firstly, you can see the data polarity I supply all the text and the text block sentiment dot polarity. So this is the function which I have applied. Now, but now the thing is that we have to iterate all the data one by one. So we can use the data set. The data set name is my df. So df. So now you can see polarity, I have applied the polarity onto the review. What is review? Review is this one. And now I want to give the name, the polarity. It is your choice, like whatever name you want to give. And you want to execute this. It will take a little bit time because we are applying to all the data. It is successfully applied. Now you can click to the code, and now you can again visualize with the help of polarity. So data visualization. So if I want to visualize the data, so there are so many things like the plt dot title, plt dot chart. So my main intention, so I want to visualize this data visualization using histogram. So if I want to discuss like the df polarity, so that is the thing. So polarity, that is, and I want to visualize into the histogram. And now I want to create the bin. The title, label, and all the things are perfectly set. Now you can see this is the polarity. So -1, that is a negative. So 25, that is okay, and positive, that is 1. I have already described. -1 negative sentiment, 0 neutral, and 1 is very positive. So my most of the review are 0 to 1. That means most of the review basically based neutral to excellent, like the best, very good. So this is the polarity. Is an amazing thing to analyze the data basically into the histogram. So now I have successfully visualized this data, the text review basically. The negative is very less. Now I want to count the review length. Reviews length. So if I want to count the review length, so we have the function name is length, and I want to apply to the review, and the new column name become the length, like review length. So I want to directly run it. So it will count all the review length. Now I want to display again into the bin the length of the review. So display review length using histogram chart. So this is the thing like the review length, and I want to again create the bin 30, review length distribution, review length, and the frequency. Very nice. You can see the total review is 0 to 1000. So the 0 review is 6000. So most of the review length is maximum like the 1000 to 2000. So 1000 to 2000 only the very less review. And this is the frequency. Frequency like the amount of review. You can say that. Amount of review. Amazing task. Very, very amazing, and a very, very interesting topic like the NLP. So firstly, I have discussed the polarity. It give me the things like it is positive, how many positive review and the negative, and now it show the number of reviews are there. Very interesting topic, very interesting. So now I have defined here about the n-gram. So n-gram, that is a fundamental concept of n-play, is pivotable role in capturing pattern relationship with a sequence of words. So like there is any relationship with a sequence of word or not. An n-gram language model predict the probability of given n-gram within the sequence of, and it is useful for the relationship of the text, and it is useful for the to check the probability of the sequence of word, and also correct the noisy data. So now I want to define the n-gram logic. So n-gram analysis. So if I want to describe the n-gram analysis, so firstly I want to define the function, like n-gram functions. So I just want to define the n-gram and the word tokenize. So word tokenize is also the good thing. Vectorization, matrix, list of word, and the descending. So firstly, I want to define some n-gram model like the draft, gram, analysis, and I want to define the corpus, gram, and n. Now I want to apply the vectorization, the count vector. The count vector, like I want to count most of the word. So the n-gram word, that is firstly I want to count inside the count vector like stop word. So I want to supply the stop words. Like stop words, I have already defined the stop word. And now n-gram range. So what is the stop word basically? I want to check out like I have already defined the stop word or not. You can see I have defined the stop word here. This is the stop word. No need to define again. So now this stop word become to this one. And after applying this one, vectorization count, simply vectorization count. Now, I just want to fit the n-gram matrix. So inside the n-gram matrix, like n-gram, so I want to fit transform. And what is the thing like the corpus? So the meaning is corpus. The corpus should be small because this is the name. So I want to fit this data with the firstly to stop word. Now I want to fit all the data and list of word. So the get feature name out. So list of word basically, I want to get all the name of the list one by one, like words. So I want to create the list comprehension thing, like word, and I want to count like 0 to the particular thing. But now the question is that what is IDX? So when you run the loop like for word ID, so this is the thing like the vectorization vocabulary, and I want to count the item one by one. But count is not defined because the above. Firstly, I want to count the n-gram frequency. So inside the n-gram frequency, now I want to count the n-gram sum. X is equal to 0. Now it is okay. Now you can define here the count. So that is the thing. And also I want to sort the data, sorting the list. So word sorted, key, lambda, if you want to apply like 1 and review true. Now all the things are successfully converted. Now at the last I want to return. Very nice. You can see I have successfully defined this logic for the n-gram. Now the main intention to filter the datagram. Filter the data frame based on sentiment. So I want to use the dropna function basically. Use dropna. So again the df dropna, not to directly. So firstly I want to df inside the df, and inside the basically which I have defined the name, the review length, and the, so this is the sentiment column. This is sentiment. So now go back to there. Now I want to supply the column name sentiment for the further analysis. So df sentiment. Like this is also the benefit, like anyone want to apply, so it will automatically suggest. Sentiment and equal to positive. So again the positive unigram, like the review 1 to 20. But I just want to find out only the unigram analysis, not to the all, only to one. So my positive review 1 to 20, and I want to define into the unigram and convert it into the data frame. So positive unigram data frame, I supply the words. So I supply the positive unigram, the columns, name, words, and the count. Like you can mention the word and you can mention the count. And if you want to display all the data, very nice. You can see the word count, this one, the word count, this. So you can see the unigram because I have defined the name is unigram. We have the data into this unigram. I am choosing this one, so it is wrong. Word and want to sum this. You can see, and if you want to visualize the data, unigram top 10. Very nice. So according to the word, it will count the review. So like this one. So now I want to visualize all the words. So these are the words. But now the question is that according to word, I want to sum. Now you can see the perfect output according to the word. I want to count and sort the value. Now guitar come, you can see guitar come so many times. Great come this time, string come this time, good come fourth. So these are the word, particular words come into this one. So now I want to visualize this data. So data visualization. So data visualization, I want to visualize this with the help of this is your choice, like the histogram and the bar chart. Bar h. So if I want to use uh, we have the data in unigram. So unigram, so the plot. So that is the thing. So bar h and the font size this one. Now I want to run it. So it will take little bit time because the data is very high. You can see I have count all the words. So I'm just waiting to. So I just want to display here the data like according to the group by some count sort value. And I just want to plot. This is also the thing, like you can also plot the data here, bar edge, and you can take the size as per your need, like 5. Because to show the complete data, it is not so useful. And like positive PLT, positive sentinel, positive review. So you can see the above code, the positive review 1 to 20. But now I just want to group by, and as well as I want to plot it. Very nice. So you can see I have changed because all the data is visualizing. So I choose the limited data like the 10. So 10 points I just want to display. Guitar, great. So similar, I just want to again. So you can see the guitar, great, string, like, pedal. So the data is display successful because if you want to display all the data into this chart, so it is very lengthy. Amazing. So now I have successfully defined this kind of the plot. So I have made some changes here. The unigram dot head 10, and again to kind the bar chart, and you can see the data visualize this way. Similar, I want to perform like this is the positive unigram. So similar, I want to perform the negative. So negative, that means review positive. So if you want to mention the negative, so we know very well where is the negative. So this is the negative. I'm talking about this one, this positive, negative, neutral. So we know very well we have the functionality, all the things already I have mentioned. Okay. So now go back to the down again. So again, I want to perform the neutral and the negative. So it is your like the neutral. Firstly, I want to neutral, then negative. So inside the neutral analysis, all the things are similar, all the things. But now the main thing is this 10, and now I also want to visualize parallel. You can see the unigram. So you can also take the different meaning like neutral, n unigram, n unigram, and the review and the word, the n unigram, neutral, and also the n positive unigram. So this is your choice. Like if you want to similar name, so you can similar as per your need, and if you want to change it, so you can change it. So this is the neutral. So now I want to visualize it again. Very nice. You can see that it is a neutral sentiment analysis of the gram. Similar, I want to perform for the negative. Negative. For the negative, this is the negative. Like negative. And I want to run it. So this is the negative unigram. It is 150. You can see the chart is different. 150 and the chart is different. And at the last, like if you want to perform something more, so that is your choice to plot all the data. And if you want to perform the bigram that means two word. So the similar to the bigram, if I want to find the positive, so you know very well. So I just want to take here and the bigram analysis. So I mention here. First one is a positive. You can see I have successfully. So I want to repeat again. So in the first analysis, I have maintained the univariate single word analysis like the positive, and after the single word analysis the neutral, and after that I have used the negative single word negative analysis. Now the bigram analysis, the two word analysis like great work for the positive, and the bigram analysis for the neutral, the two words, and bigram analysis for the negative for the two word. Now I want to analyze for the three word, like the trigram. So I just want to copy the above positive, and you can simply change it to this, and you can mention the three. So this is your choice, like with how many word basically you want to define. Very nice. Now you can see the three word analysis, and this is your choice, like if you want to find out for the all, the three word for the neutral. The three word for the neutral color, that is a red, like orange. It is your choice, like which color you want to mention. Very nice. The similar, the last one basically, I want to discuss the negative and also the negative. And like something red. So now I want to run it. So trigram, that is the 3 gram analysis. So now I want to discuss. So this is the analysis of the word. Now I want to discuss the word cloud. I will also provide this code into the chat board comments for a better clarification. This is the amazing data set. So now I want to discuss the word cloud after this. A trigram analysis, the 2-gram and the unigram. So now I want to visualize all the data into this one. So the word cloud. So if you want to display all the data into the word cloud, the positive. So I just want to word cloud, the name, and word cloud, the maximum word basically I want to use, like 50, and the width of the data like similar, like 800, 1600. So I choose the 2000, and the height, suddenly I choose the 15. So now the stop words equal to stop words generate string positive review. And at the last I want to visualize figure size is maybe 15 is okay, and it is okay. And plt dot imshow word cloud. So I want to use plt show. So once if I want to execute, okay, so it will say little bit problem, the stop words. Very amazing. You can see I have successfully correct the code. Word cloud with height, stop words, generate string. So the figure size. So this is the interpolation bilinear. You can see some word like string is repeated so many times. Pop filter. So this is the technique of the, and if you want to visualize into the simple things, so that is your very nice, very nice. I have successfully visualized this data into the chart and into the words, not the useful. The similar if I want to use for the neutral, because this is the positive, the word cloud, the positive, and if you want to equally visualize into the neutral, so you can see the neutral review word cloud. Very nice. You can see this. And after that, if I want to visualize the negative, so the negative review word cloud. You can see I have successfully write this code for the negative, but I want to change it. So this is the negative review. Very nice. So I have successfully visualized all the data into the words, and now this is a way to visualize the text data. So this is the technique for the data visualization into the NLP. Very, very nice, and the very, very effective projects of the sentimental analysis. If you understand this one, so like this. Like now I want to apply the feature engineering. So drop insignificance column. So I want to drop some insignificance column. Like firstly, I want to define the column like df dot columns. Very nice. Now I want to remove all the columns, exclude the review and the sentiment. Review and the sentiment. So df dot drop. I want to drop all the columns, like column name this one. I just want to copy it, and I want to remove this one because I need the two column. And if I want to perform the in place true, so that is permanently drop. Now I want to pass the codes. Very nice. You can see I have successfully dropped the data. Now I want to show the df dot add. Very nice. Only two columns are there, review and the sentiment. And now I want to encoding target variable. So in encoding the target variable, so firstly I have loaded the sentiment, and the encoder fit transform the data set like the sentiment. So once I have defined the label encoder, now I want to visualize the df, the sentiment. And sentiment dot value count. So now only the two things. So the I label all the value because before the value name is like positive, neutral, and the negative. So with the help of label encoder, I label this value. So now I want to apply the new things like TF and IDF vectorization. Like TF and IDF vectorization. So if I want to supply vectorization maximum feature, this one, and number of the words basically n-gram range, like I want to choose the two by two. Now I want to fit into the transform data. So the review. And now you can see the Y data set for the DF sentiment. Very good. Now the X and the Y. So this is the target variable. Very good. Now after setting this, I want to resampling the data. So data resampling, this is the smart. And inside the smart, I want to take the random data and now I want to fit the resample X and the Y. So after performing this, the data is successfully resampled. And now you can counter. So counter Y. So this is the labeling data again, the similar to all of them. So now I want to split the data into the train and the test split. So now we know very well the train test split is a function. So I want to choose the 20% data and the 25%. So it is your choice. So I choose the 2.5. So data is successfully split. Now this is your choice. Like if you want to apply some other things for the. Now I want to discuss the model selection and evaluation. So firstly, I want to take the D tree, like decision tree, the train. I don't want to just display. So it's saying like the decision tree is not there. Okay, so I will use this. So the accuracy classification confusion matrix and import logistic, import decision tree and logistic. So now you can see this is the, you can also specify into the advanced, but I use here, and the log regression, logistic regression and SVC, like SVC, support vector. Then after I apply the random forest, like random forest and the navy Bayesian is, so again to import the SVC, random forest. So again to import this library. So now you can see, and also the KNN. We know very well the KNN, K nearest neighbor. K neighbor classifier. So Now you can see the k neighbor classifier is there. Again to import kn. Very good. Now at the last, I want to ready all the model like D3 log and this one. Now I want to ready the model dictionary. So this is the model name, but I do not want to define this one. Model dictionary. So I do not want to pass this. I just want to pass this one, like 0:decision tree, 1:logistic, 2:SVM, 3:random, 4:this one, and 5:this one. So this is become the dictionary. So now at the last, I want to run the loop for I in range length model, and I want to fit into this. Now, not to this, I want to basically not to this. I want to show all the accuracy basically, like I dot model in enumerate model. The enumerate model, it will run to the enumerate. Then I want to print model name and the accuracy. So now I want to print the test accuracy. And now test accuracy of this one, like model dictionary. So model name as per your define. So all the confusion metrics also. It will take the little bit time to display all the accuracy of this model, including with the machine learning. So this is the test accuracy tree, 89%, confusion metrics. Okay, very nice. So I have completed all the things, the model selection, the evaluation, the machine learning part. And this is your choice, like if you want to predict all the accuracy. So in these things, I want to complete only these things. So I have successfully complete this project, the sentimental analysis. Thank you for very much for being patiently to attend this session and to cover the things. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So if you understood all these things, so please like this. Thank you.